Hi YouTube, my name is Denise and I am here to answer some of your questions. I posted on Facebook, as you can see, a few days ago and got some questions about how to build your Works business, how to experience success, how to have a goal and fight through the pain to get there. So I'm excited to connect with you and answer some of these questions. And a lot of them that you guys asked, I actually get quite a bit. So I think that not only will this help those who ask the question, but it will help those who are either starting their business or are growing in their business or are just kind of at a place where you're ready for that next step. So let's get to the point. If you were to give yourself, like your new self, a tip, what would you tell your old self, basically, right? Well, there's a few things that I would share. Hi, how are you? Oh, really? Beautiful thing about having your office near the kids' room. So what would I tell my old self? I have a few things that I would say. Number one, I would say that you can do it. A few of my aha moments as I grew up in the business were times when I realized like I could do it. I had belief in the industry. I had seen it. My sponsor came from a family where they had seen it. So I knew the industry worked. I knew the products worked. I'd used them myself. I saw results. My clients were seeing results. I just didn't know if I could do it. So for me, I had to build belief in myself. So that's what I would tell myself. I would be like, girl, you already have the skill set to experience success. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just keep getting the rap on people. Just keep posting. Just keep trying new things. Because for me, that was where I was stuck. Can I really do this? Do I have to be different? Do I have to be better in certain areas? And once I really realized that I already had what it took, I just had to keep going and be louder and stay focused and all those kinds of things. I did it. Let's see. I would also tell my new old self that this is a marathon, not a sprint. There's sprints along the way, and you'll find a 90-day challenge or a 30-day push or, times when it's crazy busy, but this is our life. We've been in this business for almost 10 years already. And it took a while. It took us a year to promote to diamond, another year to go double, another year to go triple, another year to go presidential, 5 years to go ambassador, and 8 years to go black diamond. And I would tell myself, this is a marathon. This is a lifelong thing. This is not just something where you're going to be involved like in a social club for 3 months and then call it a good part of your life. This is more than that for sure. So I would tell myself to enjoy the journey and have the long-term vision in mind. Let me think. Anything else I would tell my old self? Yeah, don't do the comparison game. I did that a lot at the beginning. Don't, focus on abundance. So yes, focus on abundance. Don't focus on lack. Focus on abundance. There's a lot of people in this world. There's there's a lot of room for everyone. And I think when you have that abundant mentality that everybody's a winner, it takes away from the scarcity, like I need this customer, I need this distributor, that kind of thing. So those are things I learned along the way. All right. If you had to start over from the beginning, where would you begin in terms of signing new people? So, I think no matter where you are in the business, we're kind of doing a bunch of things. We are, number one, working our hundreds list, and your hundreds list should never stop. I know that there's people that I went to high school with, college with, that I still have not reached out and said, do you want to try a product? So your hundreds list is always number one. There's always people on it. Like, get out your yearbook and just start writing names or start going through it. And then you're blitzing. So you're having your coupon, you're introducing, you're meeting new people, you're networking. So you're always adding people through your warm market, your referrals, your social impact. You're always adding people to that list. The other thing is social media. You know, it's so much easier these days to get in front of people we don't know. So we do a lot of Facebook ads. We target a specific city or area we want to go to, and we try to generate leads, and then we go, you know, there's a lot of things that you can do, going to groups and making friends and all of that. I think just builds your network. And that's the goal of this business, is to build your network. And one thing that I have learned recently that I just think is so interesting is that companies, big companies, like sizable big companies, are realizing that people don't watch commercials anymore. They just don't. They fast forward to them, or they're using Netflix, or, you know, so the normal commercial is not the best way to get the message out these days. These big companies are using social media to get their message out. They're paying people on social media to mention their product during their post, during their video, or whatever the case may be. People are getting paid and sponsored to share on social media. And it's no different than us. Like, corporate is paying us to get the word out, and we just happen to love social media and use social media. So I think it's so cool how things are coming, word of mouth marketing, and what do you do when you want to go see a movie? You see what your friends have seen. What movie have you seen? You know, and people post on Facebook. So it's just becoming more and more commonplace. So if I were to start over, which I have on our 2.0 spot, I would definitely reach out to either old distributors that may have quit, or maybe life happens, see if anybody wants to re-sign up, because they come with a knowledge base. I would work any leads on my hundreds list that I haven't connected with, and then I would continue to work Facebook like we do. And we built our 2.0 spot to triple within a year, and are now working on presidential. So there's a lot of people in this world, you guys. There's a lot of people, and people want the wrap. They want our products. So we just got to get in front of them. They don't know about them yet. They don't know about them, so we got to tell them. Okay, when you were building fast, did you talk and message people that you rarely talk to about the business? So this is what I did with my high school friends, is I would like and comment on their post, and then I would message them and ask them a question like, hey, how you doing? What's been going on? And then I would, and they answered back. They'd ask me, what's been going on? I'll say, tell them a little bit and be like, have you heard of It Works before? It's been so, and engage in conversation that way. So I'm a much more relational, like I really try to build the rapport and the relationship and the trust. And then definitely just share how It Works has blessed our family and our life and our testimonies. And then ask if they'd be ever interested in making some extra money. I mean, who wouldn't, right? But okay, good question. What are the most income producing things that you do every single day to build your business? Okay, so in this business, we get paid to sign up customers and distributors, right? You get paid cash for wrapping people, and then you get paid for signing up customers and distributors. And so you don't want to forget about that. That's how you get paid, is getting them in the system. So what are the most income producing activities I do? I spend most of our time generating leads and following up with leads, because what I find is if you always have leads you're generating, and then you always have people you're following up with, then you always have people closing. So if you don't have people closing, it's most likely you got to generate some more leads, so you've got some coming down your pipeline, because it can take 2, 7, 20 times of connection for them to be like, what's the wrap? Oh yeah, I do want to try it. You know what I mean? Or then maybe they need to go through a transition in their life. They just had a baby, or they're going back to work, or all these things are happening. And you want them to know to go to you when they are ready. So you want to be generating leads consistently, following up with them consistently, and then you'll always be closing consistently. So that's something I'm doing every day, generating leads and following up with them. And then, I think part of generating leads is posting on Facebook, doing your expos, booking your calendar with one-on-one appointments. I really try to book my calendar if I am ever thinking, what should I do for my business today? I look and I say if I've got any open dates, and I reach out to people and ask for parties or one-on-one appointments and get stuff on my calendar. All right. How do you start your new distributor strong? Well, I can tell you what had worked what I've done in the past that I feel like has worked the best. So what I'll do is I'll schedule time to go through the e-suite, make sure they know all their resources, ask their why, get them to, show them the income chart and show them exactly, how much money they can make, what is their goal number, how much time can they work the business, what are they looking to do. I just want to, number one, get them thinking about all these questions. And then number two, make sure that I know, because if I'm trying to stalk them and they don't want to be stalked, we're both going to be frustrated, right? So I want to know where they're at, and I want them to start really getting clear about what they want. And then what I'll do is schedule another time, or just be like, all right, in 2 or 3 days, like go through the training, start your hundreds list. Let's talk about your first party. And then in 2 or 3 days, I'll schedule another call, or we'll talk on Facebook or whatever it is about getting their party scheduled. All right, what's your date? All right, how are we going to invite people? If they're far away, I'll do a Facebook event for them and have them invite people to that. We'll do a call about blitzing, call about products. We'll do like a scheduled thing the first 4 weeks in the business. And what I have found is that most people don't make it through the first 3 calls. Like, they just don't show up. They don't answer. And so what that does is it tells me who to work with. Number one, I'm not going to keep stalking someone if they don't want to be stalked, right? And number two, after we've gone through these series of calls, and these days it could be Facebook, like voice chats, it could be, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. But once we've gone through some of that, number one, it gives them a path to follow. Number two, it's giving them those action steps. Number three, it's building the rapport. So by the end of the 4 to 6 weeks of more scheduled stuff, we don't have to schedule it anymore because it's in our habit to talk. At least for me, when I'm signing new distributors these days, it's not like we're best friends. So I have to work hard to build the rapport with people, so that way they feel comfortable calling me on a down day, calling me on an up day, using the resources available. So I do think, it's not going to make somebody who wasn't going to work, but what it will do is gives those who want to work a path to follow. So that's what I have done. That seemed to work the best. All right, a couple more. Oh, I kind of already answered this one. How do you build a relationship with a new friend? I do like and comment. I put them in a list, and so then I can or say see first. So then I can like and comment most of their stuff, and they'll always see my name pop up. If I see something that I really like, I can even message them and say, oh my gosh, I love this post. Your kids are so cute. Have you seen what I've been up to? Have you seen what I've been doing? Have you ever tried a wrap yet? Have you heard of the It Works products before? Or have you ever thought about making extra money? Or just kind of end with a question and introduce it that way. But I think the liking and commenting and just getting your name seen, that will allow them to see you too. And that way when you message them, it's a bit more relational. So those are the tips or questions that I had for today. I am going to be posting more regularly on YouTube over this next year. It's one of my 2017 goals. So like and subscribe and hit that little bell button, because you will get a notification every time that I post. I have been doing a lot this year, not only with the bodybuilding competition, so I've been learning about health and nutrition. Not that I'm an expert by any means, but it's so interesting and fascinating to me. I've learned a ton. And then I also was recently certified with Jack Canfield in his Train the Trainer program. I got certified to teach the success principles, which I'm doing through our Born to Breakthrough workshop series. And I'm going to continue to kind of post some snippets of those things over the next year. So like and subscribe to stay up to date on all of our videos, and just know that I'm here. I'm excited and I can't wait to connect with you guys. So thank you very much. Talk to you soon. Bye.